Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect. All right, this is Aratazah back again with another quick video in prophecy. All right, I want to do a video on this article that I have from Newsweek, and the title reads, Russia blames U.S. for terrorism and war in the Middle East. All right. In Newsweek, they bring out a lot of prophetic articles and news updates. So if you're looking to get into some prophetic information or articles, I strongly should suggest you check this website out. All right. If you have an iPhone, just go to your Apple News app and check them out. But yeah, this title goes into a lot of different scriptures. I didn't have anything written down, so I'm gonna just go in the spirit. Trying to make the video too long, just hit the point. But ultimately, what it says, notice it says Russia. Okay, and we always bring out that Russia is a major pivotal piece when it comes to these these end time prophecies, man. All right, in the scriptures, Russia is referred to as Gog and Magog. All right, we always reference Ezekiel, the 38th chapter, how Russia is going to basically be a guard to these nations. And you got the United States, all right, which is in the scriptures referred to as Babylon the Great, all right, the second Babylon. You read that in various scriptures such as Jeremiah 50, Jeremiah 51, Isaiah 13, Isaiah 47, Revelations, the 17th chapter, I believe, the 18th chapter. It speaks about this second Babylon basically being completely destroyed, man. All right, and being destroyed by fire. All right, and all these things that's happening is lining up perfectly and precisely with biblical prophecy, man. And we always said that the so-called white man, which is Esau Edom, who's in control of America, he's the biggest terrorist, man. Okay, he likes to point the finger and set up these false decoys, if you will, whether it's ISIS, or whether it's the Arabs, or he tries he's going to try to paint the Hebrew Israelites as terrorists, but in all actuality, he's the goddamn terrorist, man. Okay, going around to different people's lands, stealing their resources, dropping bombs on them. Okay, doing all sorts of manner of wickedness, man. All right, and it says what? War in the Middle East, which the war in the Middle East, that's the valley of Jehoshaphat, man. Okay, that's the valley of the Most High's judgment. All right, which we're gonna get that real quick in the book of Joel, the 3rd chapter, beginning at, I believe, the 9th verse. And it says, Joel 3:9, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Okay, and these Gentiles are talking about the other nations. It says, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Okay, and that's what you see happening right now. All right, war is being prepared. The mighty men, meaning these soldiers and troops, they're being waken up. All right, they're being called to battle, and they're coming up to fight this third world war, man. Okay, and Russia, all right, Russia, China, and America, there are three major kingdoms or nations, if you will, that's going to take part in this war, man. And that's why you're seeing the various nations constantly upgrading their weaponry. All right, they constantly upgrading and updating their missile defense systems. They're coming up with ways to outdo each other, and that's all the spirit of what? Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, Yahweh is the one and true name of the Most High, and the name of the only begotten Son, his name is Yahweh Shai. All right, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, man. Okay, and this is the will of the Most High for this war to take place. Because in order for the kingdom of heaven to be established on earth under Yahweh Shai, this present world has to be destroyed, man. Okay, and it's going to go out by the way it worked. World War III, nuclear fire, and ultimately our Lord Yahweh Shai coming with his band of angels to subdue and take the so-called white man out of power, man. Okay, but I'm going to continue on. Verse 10. It says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears, which plowshares and spears, those are tools or vessels of farming or agriculture. So turn these vessels or these devices into weapons, man. And it says, let the weak say, I am strong. Meaning these nations that were once insignificant or were looked at as weak or minor, they weren't really something you can worry about. Now you have places like India, they got missiles, man. Okay, places that was, that are smaller, so to speak. Now they got nuclear capability, man. Because why? They're being supplied by the bigger nations like China and Russia. All right, and all of these nations that were considered weak, all of them are siding with Russia, man. They all banding together, like it says in Revelations, the 17th chapter. They all banding together to come against that horde, man. Which the horde is America, Babylon the Great. And it says, verse 11, it says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Right. Just as I said, they're all banding together. They're coming together as one unit. And they're going to come against America, man. They're going to come against Esau. This is reading on. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Verse 12. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, which in the Hebrew, the word there for Jehoshaphat is Yahweh Shaphat, which means the Most High's judgment, which is over there in the Middle East. Okay, like it says in this article, Russia blames U.S. for terrorism and war in the Middle East. That's the valley of Jehoshaphat, man. And everything is being brewed up and stirred up, if you will, from that region. And it's going to escalate into World War III. All right? Matter of fact, let me see if I can read a little bit from this article and get a couple more scriptures. It says Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, if I'm saying that right, said to the U.S., it's like it said the U.S. was to blame for the terrorism, war, and instability racking the Middle East. You see that? And that's true, man. Okay? The damn so-called white man, as a matter of fact, let me finish this off before I jump to my next precept. Because it said what? They're to blame for all the war, terrorism, and instability going on over there, man. Why? Because the white man can't mind his own damn business, man. Let me read verse 12 again. It says, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Right, so that's where the Lord is going to judge these nations at, man. And that's going to be the pretty much the core of where World War III is going to pop off at. But I want to get the scripture real quick. It just came to mind as I read that. As I read that excerpt. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 in verse 4. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. And the his is talking about Esau Edom, which is the biblical name for the so-called white man. All right, and like brothers said, man, if in 2019, if you say that Esau Edom is not the so-called white man, man, you just you just played the hell out. All right, we ain't dealing with you. Okay, if you can't get it, if you can't see that the white man is Esau, Edom, then that's basically your own problem, man. All right. Verse 4 again, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. Which you see that now. You're right. You see just by the way he's running the earth, you could tell that this man is the physical arm of the spiritual demon Satan, man. Just by the way he runs the planet Earth. It says, but the just shall live by his faith, which the just is talking about ultimately the elect men of the nation of Israel. Okay. Verse 5, and it's the point. It says, yeah, also, because he transgresseth by wine, meaning his philosophy, his doctrine, his way of life, his teachings, which is all demonic and it all goes back to Satanism, man. Okay? That do as thou wilt spirit. It says, he, reading on, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death. And that's Esau's Edom nature. He don't keep his ass at home. Which really his real home is the damn caves in the mountains, man. All right? The Caucasus Mountains of South Georgia, Russia. That's really where his home is at. But what? He don't keep at home. He's in everybody's land and everybody's business, causing a damn uproar, man. Okay, the so-called white man, he's the cancer of the earth. And it says what? Who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death. So everywhere this man plants his flag, if you will, he brings nothing but death, man. Okay, that's basically what this minister, all right, Sergei Lavrov said, all right, as far as the so-called white man here in America, man. He said what? He said the U.S. was to blame for the terrorism, war, and instability rack in the Middle East, man. Okay, and that's why them people over there are fighting tooth and nail, all right, to get you devils out of there, man, because you ain't bringing nothing but damn destruction, man. All right, I'm gonna read this last paragraph. It says, in a statement read to participants at a Russian organized conference on peace in the region, Lavrov said Russia was committed to a process of peaceful dialogue to help solve the Middle East's problems, and suggested that heavy-handed Western foreign policy has caused a range of regional crises. The state-backed TASS news agency reported, right, which the Western foreign policy is what? That's that wine, man. All right, that's Esau's wine. Yeah, also he transgresseth by wine, and he's proud, man. All right, in America, their head figure, which is Donald Trump, this man is super damn proud, man. All right, and that's why these Edomites now, these so-called white people, have a sense of boldness now, because why? Their leader is bold, pursuant to I want to say that's Sirach, the 10th chapter, where it says, so is the captain, so is his officers. If I'm quoting that right, I think it's Sirach, the 10th chapter. And that's Trump. Okay, Trump is bringing out the true spirit of these so-called white people, man. That's why they're walking around with a little more, air in their chest, so to speak, poking their chests out, riding around with Confederate flags, cursing out Jake. But anyway, let me finish this verse off before I get my next scripture. It says, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death. Right, so basically Esau Edom, the so-called white man, he's the real terrorist on the earth, man. All right, and brothers got an ongoing series going on as far as their videos called what? This is why we call you the devil. And brothers are bringing out all the dirt and all of the facts and history of the so-called white man. And you see that this man is nothing but the damn devil, man, and a terrorist. It says, and cannot be satisfied. And cannot be satisfied, man. That's the so-called white man's whole personality and spirit summed up in one verse. He's proud. He don't stay his ass at home. You know, he's throwing his wine out there, and his man is never satisfied, man. That's why he's all in the Middle East trying to take over and conquer every damn thing, man. It says, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. You know? So that was the point on that, man. So yeah, the so-called white man, he's the real terrorist on the earth, man. Not knowing that this is all the workings and plans of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, gathering them in that region over there in the Middle East, because that's where World War III is going to pop off at, man. As a matter of fact, let me grab that real quick, and I'll probably close the video out. This is Revelations chapter 17, in verse. Matter of fact, I'm gonna jump down to the point. Verse 16. It says, in the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Now, who's the whore talking about? When you read the whole chapter in its entirely, you find out that this whore represents a particular kingdom in the last days, which is talking about America, all right, Babylon the Great. And the 10 horns represent the EU, and the beast is NATO, all right? And all these nations, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, they're all going to band together and turn against America and burn with fire, which is what? Those nuclear missiles. Verse 17. It says, for the Most High have put in their hearts to fulfill his will. All right? So this is the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua for all that turmoil to be stirring up in the Middle East, and for these nations to get that thought to what? Come against America and shoot them missiles, man. Which is also spoken of in, I believe, Ezekiel, the 38th chapter, where it says what? Gog and Magog, which is Russia, is going to think an evil thought. I believe that's in Ezekiel 38. So this is all the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. It says, for the Most High put in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, unto the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. And the woman which thou sawest, verse 18, is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth. All right, yeah. So this woman, or that whore, is the great city, man, which is America. Because when you read up, it said it was clothed with scarlet and purple and gold, and it had a golden cup, but in that cup was full of abominations and blasphemy, man. That's that wine that we read about in Habakkuk, the second chapter, man. All right, so at the end of the day, man, okay, if you want to read the article on your own, feel free to do so. But at the end of the day, man, the so-called white man is being exposed, and these nations ain't feeling them, man. All right, they ain't feeling America. It's all leading up to this America's total annihilation, man. All right, all through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So, Lord willing, that was an edifying video, giving praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakak Wadash. Lord willing, to the next video. Shalom.